Welcome to DigiMasters Shorts. We are your hosts, Adam Nagus
and Carly Wilson, delivering the latest scoop from the digital realm.
The Ministry of Defence has awarded a £2 billion 15-year contract to build a so-called combat laboratory that will train British soldiers using artificial intelligence and virtual environments. The deal goes to Omnia Training, a consortium led by Raytheon UK and including German arms giant Rheinmetall. At the heart of the programme is a digital platform designed to simulate the chaos of modern warfare, allowing troops and commanders to rehearse missions anytime and anywhere. Up to 60,000 soldiers a year will use the system, in exercises ranging from small units to formations of 50,000. The platform blends live drills with simulation and data analytics, enabling the army to measure performance and adapt more quickly, drawing on lessons from the war in Ukraine. Rheinmetall's share is reportedly worth just under £1 billion, close to half the total contract value, despite the government describing the project as sovereign. The Ministry of Defence says intellectual property will remain under UK control and that the programme will support around 400 jobs, including apprenticeships. The investment forms part of a wider £298 billion defence spending plan aimed at making the British Army 10 times more lethal by 2035. As European nations accelerate military AI development, the UK's new training system highlights how deeply intertwined transatlantic and continental defence industries have become.
The New York Times, the New York Daily News and other media outlets are asking a federal judge to sanction OpenAI in a widening copyright battle over artificial intelligence. In a filing in Manhattan federal court, the newspapers accuse the ChatGPT maker of withholding datasets and logs that could reveal how its AI systems were trained on copyrighted journalism. The plaintiffs allege OpenAI chose obstruction over transparency and engaged in discovery misconduct that may have distorted key evidence. An attorney for the Daily News claims the company misrepresented for 2 years its ability to search training data for copyrighted material. He argues the court should punish OpenAI for hiding or destroying evidence tied to what the newspapers call stolen journalism. OpenAI denies the allegations, saying the claims are false and accusing the Times of attempting to invade user privacy while defending its reliance on fair use. The lawsuit, first filed by the Times in 2023, argues AI companies are unfairly competing with newsrooms by using their reporting to build substitute products without permission or payment. The case unfolds as the news industry faces declining web traffic and ad revenue amid the rise of AI-generated search summaries. The outcome could help determine how courts balance copyright protections against the fast-growing AI industry's claim that training on online content is legal fair use. Anthropic says it has developed a new technique that offers its clearest view yet inside a large language model as it generates responses. The company built a tool called the Jacobian lens, or J-lens, which reveals a hidden layer it calls J-space within its model Claude Opus 4.6. This J-space surfaces words related to what the model is likely to say in the near future, effectively exposing hints of its internal reasoning before a final answer appears. Researchers found that what a model claims it is doing can differ from what is actually happening inside its neural layers. By monitoring the J-space, Anthropic believes it has a new way to better understand and potentially control AI behavior. The work builds on ongoing research into mechanistic interpretability, a field focused on unpacking how large language models process information. In tests, the J-lens revealed intermediate math steps, hidden recognition of scientific terms, and even thematic cues tied to specific symbols. In one striking example, when Claude failed to find a bug in code and chose to fabricate one, words like panic and fake appeared repeatedly in its J-space. Anthropic suggests this tool could help detect when models are going off track, though researchers caution it provides only partial visibility. Experts say the J-lens is a promising addition to AI auditing tools, but far from a complete window into how these systems truly think.
The Bank of England will gain new powers next week to regulate major technology firms, including Amazon and Google, over concerns that system failures could threaten UK financial stability. From Monday, the bank and the Financial Conduct Authority will directly oversee Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Oracle and Microsoft as designated critical third parties. The move is designed to ensure these providers strengthen cyber defences and prevent major outages that could disrupt banking services for millions of customers and businesses. The companies will be required to conduct rigorous stress testing and report significant incidents such as cyber attacks, power failures and natural disasters. Cloud technology now underpins core banking operations, from data storage to fraud detection and digital payments. However, increasing reliance on a small number of global tech firms has raised fears that overseas glitches could trigger widespread disruption in the UK. Last year, a fault at Amazon's US cloud operations affected more than 2,000 companies, including Lloyd's Banking Group, renewing concerns about concentration risk. A Treasury committee found customers at major banks experienced the equivalent of more than a month's worth of IT failures between 2023 and 2025. The government faced criticism for taking over 18 months to decide which firms would fall under regulatory supervision amid sensitivities about attracting investment from US tech giants. Regulators say the new oversight marks a significant step towards strengthening resilience across the financial system, with calls already growing to consider bringing major AI providers under similar scrutiny.
Thank you for listening to today's AI and Tech News Podcast summary. Please do leave us a comment, and for additional feedback, please email us at podcast@digimasters.co.uk. You can now follow us on Instagram and Threads by searching for @DigimasterShorts or search for Digimasters on LinkedIn. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, and don't forget to follow or subscribe.